Hello and welcome to this week's N.E.S.T Create session for the 2nd of June. Today's session is about Claude Monet. The session has been pre-recorded and this PowerPoint should be sent to you by email or on WhatsApp. Now, Claude Monet was a French painter who was one of the greatest painters of the Impressionist times. Soft, wonderful colors and an intense understanding of the use of light and shadows define his paintings. So basically, he would Impressionist time. So he would use um, light and shadows to impress, like in an impressionist way. So to show things and define things in his paintings. He was born in 1840 on the 14th of November in Paris, France. His full name is Claude Oscar Monet. His family owned a grocery business, and naturally they expected their clever son to work for them as he became older. Monet had other plans and chose to follow his dreams of becoming an artist. Now, a grocery business is just like a supermarket. Groceries are your basic everyday needs. When Monet was 11, he studied at the Le Havre School of Arts and would sell charcoal like art pieces for 10 to 20 francs. He was also mentored by Eugene Boudin. Part of this taught him how to paint with oils and outdoor scenes on a canvas. A canvas is just a painting platform, and outdoor scenes just means outdoors, basically. Monet was fascinated by nature. Fascinated means very impressed or intrigued. And he took every advantage to show trees and plants, grass, flowers, and water in many of his paintings. When Claude Monet was 16, he lived with his aunt, and who had no children. He visited the famous museum, the Louvre, which we talked about in one of our first sessions. He also took paint and materials to practice paintings. Instead of copying the work of other painters, like some artists would do, he preferred to paint what he viewed from the windows, or what he saw from the windows. When he was 21, he joined the 1st Regiment of African Light Cavalry for a 7-year commitment. Basically, it's a form of army. His aunt didn't want him to do that. She was devastated. Devastated means very sad about it. She also advised him that she would get him out of the army, but only if he would agree to take an art course at a university. Claude Monet's childhood. Monet studied with Charles Gleyre during his early adult life. He also would meet and work with other students and artists who were destined for greatness. Among these notables were Alfred Sisley, Pierre-Auguste Renoir, and Frederic Bazille and Edward Manet. These were artists who developed new and breathtakingly stunning methods of painting. Now, stunning also just means shocking or impressive. They would perfect things such as the effects of light and shadows. This style is known as Impressionist or Impressionism, as we talked about at the beginning. So it's just using light and shadows for certain effects in painting. Here are some other Impressionist artists and some of their paintings. Do you like any of these? So as you can see, they use shadows and light in the paintings to give them a certain effect. What is Impressionism? Impressionism is an art movement that was started by a group of French painters who decided to discard old ways of doing art. Lines were replaced by rounded shapes or tiny dots. Dark shadows became colorful and bright. These painters often enjoyed painting outside. So, art movement just basically means a change in art or a revolution. Now this is Claude Monet's Impression Sunrise. It's an inspiration of the term Impressionism. As you can see, it shows light in every way and no darkness. Claude Monet's adult life. Claude Monet and Camille Donchieux, or don't know how to pronounce that name, married in 1870. Monet and Camille had two children, Jean and Michel. Sorry. In 1879, Camille died of tuberculosis, which is a disease. And in 1892, Monet married Alice Hochschild. On the 5th of December 1926, Monet died. Now I haven't made a quiz, so here we are. We have a little quiz. Please check these answers later on. Firstly, when and where was Monet born? If you're watching this video, you can pause to find the answer. Now, the answer is he was born on November 14th in 1840 in Paris, France. Next question is, what style of painting did he use? The answer is he used Impressionism. Question 3, what is Impressionism? Now, Impressionism is an art movement started by a group of French artists, and obviously just basically using lights and shadows to give an effect in pictures, in paintings. How many times did Monet marry? Answer is he married twice. And question 5. Last question is, when did he die? And the answer is 1926, 5th of December. This is all we have for today. Thank you so much for listening. Apologies if it was short. Come back next week for another art session. Thank you.